Hello and welcome to Toy Tinker Simulator. I'd like to thank the developer Turquoise Revival Games and their publishers Whisper Games and Grab the Games for giving me the key to play this for you today. So, Toy Tinker Simulator is a lot like some of the other simulators where you have a task to do. You take on a task, usually now via the internet, and you get an item. You do a task on the item. Things like it reminds me of games like the PC Building Simulator or PC Repair Simulator. I can't remember the name of it. One of those types of games. But this one's kind of neat because it includes all these kind of old-looking toys, and your job is literally to take these old-looking toys and take them apart, clean them up, put them back together again, and return them to their owner for a small fee. So we're going to take a look at this game today. I'm not sure how many episodes of this I'm going to play, but I did play a little bit of it, and it's quite fun and relaxing and interesting. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a look at some of the options and whatnot first, though. So in the options, of course, we have audio. I've turned the volume down here a bit, although interestingly, I did have the master volume down here, and it's still down there, but it showed it there, so there might be a little bug in there. Display options here. Interesting that you can adjust the brightness within the game. Well, that doesn't seem to do anything. A few other options there. Some different controls. As you can hear, the game has an interesting soundtrack, which is kind of like a nice like Muzak kind of a thing, and it is real relaxing. You can also invert the camera controls, which I might actually invert the X. We'll see when we get in there. Video resolution and such there. You can specify up to 3 different profiles, so I played on the Wally profile to test the game out. I played about 30 minutes or so, I think, but we're going to start a new YouTube profile today. So let's go ahead and get started and see what the game's all about. I'm going to turn the tutorials off, I think, because I think I have a grasp of how the game works enough from the half hour I played, and that way we're not interrupted by the tutorials. By the way, this game is brand new. It just released on Steam on this past Saturday, the 20th. And so if you want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. I don't have the price at this point. And also if I click off the game, then I lose the sound. But I don't have the price of the game at this point, but I suspect it's going to be a fairly affordable game. So let's go ahead and check it out. And the music just got louder. Let's see if I can turn that down again. Yeah, okay, there we go. So we have our work table here. Around the room here, we have some various stations, most of which are not populated. The only one that's populated is the cleaning table, aka a sink. The painting table here, and that's pretty much it. Down here we have controls over the music player. It's on shuffle, I think. No, we'll put it on shuffle, I think, but it's on repeat. And you can skip around to the different tracks and the different lists and stuff, but it's got some kind of fun music and whatnot. We can adjust the color of our workbench if we'd like. So we can go with one of 4 preset colors here, and we're going to go with green because, well, green's my color. We have buttons down here that takes us directly to the workbench, and it gives you right into the workbench. Like we were back here, it focuses you right in on it. And then also directly to the laptop, which we're going to click on in a moment. There are objectives and badges here on our profile, so we have a task to fix X amount of toys, cars, ships, and I think they add more to this as the game goes on. And then we have 1,750 coins. We're at level 0 of 2,000, and we're at 0% of the current toy because we don't have a current toy. So let's go ahead and click on the laptop because we have to go to the internet to get our possible projects, or at least go to the computer to get our possible projects. Sleep, I was nervous to click before because I thought it might take me out to the menu. Sleep just gets you out of the laptop. Project is where you select the project you'd like to work on. There are beginner, apprentice, journeyman, and master projects. You have to level up to get to these others, and we're going to level up by completing toys. And then museum toys. Active project is whichever project you purchase to start or you select to start will be in your active project list here. In the market, we can buy tools, equipment, cleaners, paint materials, and decorations for the different toys as we're repairing them, or to use to repair them. The toy museum, I don't actually know what this does, but it looks like it's a place to, well, show toys. The gallery is the toys you have completed. The inventory is the inventory of items you have, including different stations. And the master collection, I don't know what that's for yet. There is a notes panel here, which we'll actually get to use in a moment. Before we do this, let's back out of the laptop and just take a quick look around, because this is the other room we have. We have an aquarium here, because you gotta have an aquarium when you're listening to relaxing music. And this is kind of like our living space or whatever, and then our workshop is in here where the work table is, or the work tables are, I should say. So let's go back in here to the laptop, or we could click the quick button there, and let's just pick this first project. This first project requires just a few items to purchase. We're going to gain 290 coin from this. It's going to cost us 20 coin to buy some original parts for the train, for the wooden train. We also need to buy a chisel, and we need to buy an ultrasonic cleaner. So we're going to pin both of those to our notes here. So then we go over here to, and you can't purchase, or you can't start a project until you have everything you need to start the project. So let's go here to the marketplace, and we'll get our chisel. And it has 25 durability. Now this says it requires 4 chisels. It actually requires 4 durability. So when we buy this, we own 25 chisels now. 25 chisel uses. That's a weird distinction that I want to point out, because that's not clear before you click that button. And I don't want anybody, I mean, it only costs 10 coins, but I don't want anybody click and buy 4 times when they don't need to. And then under equipment, these are all like the tables and the stations and the things that you can use in your project. So let's go ahead and pick the ultrasonic cleaner. This costs 450 coin. Now, this does not have durability. We'll be able to use this forever. So while it costs more than we're going to get from the project itself, we'll be able to use it forever, and you use it a lot. So that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and accept this project, and it automatically jumps us into the toy table. Before we continue, let me turn that volume down just a little bit more. Maybe the master volume even. There we go. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is, you can see that there's a set of wheels over here and a set of wheels over here. These are the original parts we bought. This train is missing 2 sets of wheels, so we had to buy the wheels to replace them. If you hover over, you'll see that some things are highlighted in red, some things are highlighted in white. The white items you can click on to select and then remove in some fashion. In order to remove the wheels, you need to use your chisels, and you drag them out into the spot where you can see there's a little notch there, as you would expect on a toy like this. And you can pop those, oops, I clicked the wrong one, that's fine. And you can pop those wheels out of the toy using your chisels. Go here, oops, we go, maybe? Oh, well, I took it apart, okay. If you click on the thing to take it apart, and we can click on this wheel then, and pop the chisels in there to take that apart too. And now we need to go, oops, wrong button. We need to go over here and select this piece so that we can go in here to separate it. You kind of just click and drag to separate pieces like that. You'll see like the little hand icon instead of the chisel icon, and that just means click and drag. Okay, so now we are, and I clicked the wrong button. No, I didn't. Okay, now we're here. We have a bunch of parts that are destined to go to the ultrasonic cleaner. So we just click on the little ultrasonic cleaner button, and it sends them over to the cleaner. And this piece here, oh, you can click the ultrasonic button over here, because it was in like the kind of central workspace as opposed to laying around. So it required us to click on this side icon. So then we'll come over here to the ultrasonic cleaner, and this is really easy. You just click the start button, click the power button, and it does its thing. And then you can send all the parts back to the work table. And then come back over here to the work table, and we can see that all the parts have a little green triangle. If they didn't have the green triangle, we would have to do something else to them. But we are good now. So we're going to click on all the wheels, and they automatically get attached to the right spot. We don't have to worry about the fiddliness of it. And then we want to attach, this one's got a yellow box, these two have red boxes. So we're going to click on that one to attach it to here, and this one attaches there, and then we can click this to have completed the toy. Click to continue, and then every toy requires a picture. So you take a picture of it with your phone, and then you can see the side-by-side now, the before and after of the toy. And that goes into our gallery on the laptop. Click. There we go. Okay, so then we need to go to the laptop, and I'm going to press the hotkey of 1, which takes me there as well. We go to Project, Active Project, and we get a bonus. Museum bonus brings extra income for each delivered toy, even though it's 0. Okay, so we'll click on Deliver, and we have delivered that toy. We gain 290 coin, 580 XP. I think it's always 1 to 2 ratio here. And we can continue on. Let's take a look at maybe this car. It requires a sponge and detergent. And it requires us to purchase the printer. And again, the printer is another one of those things where, as we'll see, cleaners, sponge, and sponges, by the way, only have 1 durability. So you buy the one you need for the toy you need it for, and then you use it once and it's gone. The detergent, I would say, should technically have multiple uses. I've never seen a bottle of detergent that you used all in one time, but that's fine. And equipment back here to the printer. The printer's also doesn't have a limited number of uses, so we can buy that once, even though it's expensive, costs 800 coin, which is sapping our coin here. But even though it costs 800 coin, we'll be able to use it forever. So now let's go out to the work table. Oh no, sorry, go back to the laptop and go to the project and accept the project, and then that jumps us out to the work table. So let's take these apart too. Wheels first, of course. And this one we click and drag. You see the little hand icon here. Just pull the toy apart. And it's a little bit fiddly, I think, to pull the toy apart. But if you kind of just move your mouse around a little bit, you'll find the right spot. And then also these flags come off. And yes, I did this toy before in my test game. And the steering wheel as well. You can kind of see the parts that come off. And if you can't, then you'll see the red boxes. So that should be everything. Let's go ahead and send this part to the cleaning table. And we'll send all of these parts to the ultrasonic cleaner. And right-click to back out. Now we can go in here to the cleaning table. And we have to turn the water on. And then just scrub with your mouse. And you don't have to even scrub different areas of it. It's just a progress bar thing. And we're going to send this toy to the printer next. And we'll go over there and visit it in a moment. Here in the ultrasonic cleaner, we need to just clean those 7 parts. Like that. And then we can send them all to the work table. And then we'll go over here. Yeah, I think I want to invert my x-axis. I think. I might change my mind again, but I think so. Yeah, maybe. Alright, so then the toy's here, and this part actually confused me a little. So you click the button on the printer, which is understandable. But then I didn't realize what I was supposed to do next, because I didn't notice this icon over here. And just like the rest of the tools and such, this icon's here, but I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it. So what you have to do with this is actually click and drag it onto the toy, and then you stick the decals to the toy, basically. And then we can send the toy back to the work table. Yeah, I think I like this x-axis better. So we're gonna click on each of the parts as we did before to send them onto the car, and of course the car has the red outline because it's not finished yet. And then it becomes yellow, and we can click on it, and we need to take our photo. I'd say we did a pretty good job. There was some decent scum on that toy. Nice. All right, and then we can go to the laptop and turn that project in. Oh, maybe we have to have the museum in order to get the bonus. That could be. Gain 370 coins, 740 XP. Yeah, okay. So... Oh, I see. Okay, we're opening up this museum by finishing the toys. We have to finish up 8 toys to open the museum. And the museum bonus brings extra income for each delivered toy. Yes. Okay. I understand now. So now we have 4 more toys to choose from. We could choose this little, I think it's a little cart. Like a little rideable cart. And this just requires a sponge and detergent. And the printer and the ultrasonic cleaner that we already own. So then we can go to the market and buy the cleaners we need. And back to this, and accept. So let's see, we can take off the wheels. Maybe you just drag it into the little circle. Yeah, it looks like that's actually what you do. Okay. It's amazing what you notice sometimes. No, maybe not. Well, maybe so. It's hard to tell. If there's one thing I would say to improve on in this game, it's what that actually means. How to do it. Because it's not really self-explanatory as to which direction you're supposed to pull. Except for maybe away from the toy as well. But even that's not really that clear. Alright, so we're going to send these to the ultrasonic cleaner. 4 wheels and 2 handles. And then you need to go to the sink. To the cleaning table. Back it out and turn the water on. Scrub it down. Send it to the printer. We'll come over here to the ultrasonic cleaner. So this one basically has the same steps as the previous toy. Which is fine because it's a lot of the same steps anyway. So it's just a matter of, you know, continuing to advance through the game and completing more and more toys. Interesting. Completing more and more toys and, you know, advancing through the game, unlocking more of these different stations and such. Attach all the stuff back to the toy. And it's now nice and bright and clean and fancy. We'll take our picture. Cool. Now we can go to the laptop and send it back. Let's maybe try for a more difficult toy. I want to make sure we don't spend too much money, but let's see. The phone requires a lot of things. It gives us a lot of income. Brush paint. Okay, we'll try that. Required tools, screwdriver and utility knife. Required cleaners, detergent and sponge. And required paint materials. Paint set, orange and blue sprays. Alright, let's see how much that stuff's going to cost us. We need to have a screwdriver size 2. Size 1, size 2. I think we'll just take the cheap one. Still, it's got 20 durability, so it'll last us for a little while. And again, that has... again, we only need to use one use of that durability. Utility knife. This has 10 durability. Even though the picture has more than 10 pieces of blades that break off. Let's see, the equipment, we need the brush paint station, which is this one. It's going to cost us a lot. We need cleaners, sponge, and detergent. And then we need paint. We need to have the paint set, which is a single durability, so that eats into our costs or our profit. Orange spray. And blue spray. Alright, so we have done all the things. And let's go back to the project and accept... Oh, we gotta buy the original parts too. Okay, accept. Take off the number pad here. Let's see, which one? This one. Oh, the utility knife. Okay. Cut it with the utility knife. Okay, we remove the cord. So if you look too, by the way, let's see if I can, there we go. The receiver there is red outlined, which means it's a removable part, but we can't remove it yet. We need to find the part that's white, or a part that's white to remove before we remove that part, and then we can remove this part now. Oh, we need to use the screwdriver. Okay, there we go. And now you can go to the bath. You can go to the bath. This is good to go. That's the new original part we purchased, was a new cord. And then 2 of those. Oops, click the wrong button. There we go. Let's go in here and turn the water on, scrub it down again. This goes to the spray painting table. scrub down the handset. And that goes to the brush painting table. So there's also numbers here on these little boxes. And they'll either be green, red, or green, yellow, maybe a red also, or gray. And the gray ones are things we don't have to use or don't have to use anymore. The green ones are things we can't use yet because we haven't delivered all the parts to that table yet, the yellow ones. But the green ones are places where we can now go to process the items that are there. And we'll send that back to the table. And then we have stuff here at the spray painting table, but we have only one of two. Maybe we need to... Yeah, even though we sent them back to the table, because they go to two different spots, maybe that's why they come back to the work table. I'm not sure. But now we have both items here in the brush paint station. So we can paint with these. And it magically picks the right colors, even though you're brushing wildly. And the same thing with this. Just paint it all up. There we go. And we'll come back over here. And we can spray paint or varnish the remaining items. Alright, that looks nice. Send that to the table. And orange. There we go. And now we can go back. I think that's everything. And now we can go back over here to reassemble everything. So again, we're looking for the yellow outlined pieces. So the number pad here, or the button pad, goes on. And then we can attach the cord to the handset. The handset goes onto the I just called it something that I can't remember what I called it now. The receiver. And then we can click the receiver onto the phone itself, and it's done. There we go. Much better. Okay, I'm gonna go back in here and turn this project in. I want to also, oh yeah, let's click that. I want to also take a look at this, the objectives and badges screen. So we finished the repair 3 tools or 3 toys badge here, and now we have one that's repair 5 toys, but we also have one that's, you know, repair cars and trains that have both been started. So we're continuing to work through those. Let's see, we could do the, looks like a seal holding a ball. We could do what looks like a dog. We could do a bird on a tree. Or we could do a dump truck. Let's do the dump truck. Buy the original parts. We also need a detergent and a sponge. So we'll pin those. Don't pick those up. I clicked it. There we go. I didn't hear the ching, and I went back to check. Clear this. Accept that. Okay, so we bought a new wheel to replace one that was missing. Then we can take this piece off. Spin it around. And I guess it's 3-dimensionally pulling it away from the object. Oh, this one's easy. We don't need tools for this. Take the front off. And then we take... Nope, we're ready to go. Into the bin you go, or into the scrubbing tool sink you go, all of the parts. And then we can go over to the cleaning table. Water on and scrub it down. Wow, that was really dirty. Yeah, that was due. A bright yellow dump truck bed, and it looked like it was brown. Well, there's just going to be yellow. Okay. You can really see the difference too at the end, which I like. I like that these are, that you can obviously tell the difference between the different parts. And let's go back and put the thing back together again. There's 2 of our wheels. There's the other ones. Put the bed on, put the front on, and done. That one was fairly easy. See if we can find one that requires a little bit more effort in the, or a little more tables, because that was actually fairly simple. We're still only level 1, so we have a little ways to go before we can move up to the next level. Okay. Let's see. This one requires sanding block and varnish. This one requires sanding block, brush paint we already have. Oh, the paint set must not have any durability. Interesting. And varnish. This one requires just a sponge and detergent. It's no fun. Well, it is, but sanding block here, varnish, and sponge and detergent. Let's do this one. Pin all of these. We'll at least get another table, the sanding block table. Let's see, equipment, sanding block, cleaners. And you can always buy more cleaners, so you don't have to keep coming in here to buy them all the time. That's definitely an option. And then we need varnish here from the paint materials. And that means we're good to go, so we can head back in to pick up the toy. This one? Yep. Okay, this comes off. Dog statue. Chicken statue in there, too. And some little chicks. Now we can remove what was probably the chicken coop or some other house type building. Take the fence off, and then we are good to go to the cleaning table. Cleaning, ultrasonic, sanding, and some more ultrasonics. Let's do this one first. Water on. Scrub it down. There we go. Send it to the printer. And then, oh, this one too. Right, there were 2 here. Scrub that down and send that to the printer as well. And then we could do the sanding block next. That needs to go to the varnish table. And then we'll go to the ultrasonic cleaner and clean a few of these. Oops, there we go. Alright, send those to the work table. We're done with those. Let's go to the printer. Need to print some decals for the base. Ah, the grass decal. That makes sense. And then we can send that to the table, the work table, and print some decals for the chicken coop or whatever it might actually be. Actually, it looks like a house. Okay. Wasn't sure because there were chickens, so it could have been a chicken coop. But the house makes sense just as much so. And now we just need to varnish the fence. Which varnish works the exact same way as spray paint. Which makes sense too. Okay, so let's head back here. I think everything's ready. Head back here and put this thing together. We got to start with the yellows. Actually, you can start with any of them as long as they're highlighted in yellow. So we could do the chickens first, or the dog, or the fence. Doesn't really matter. It just, sometimes it requires you to put things together in a certain order in order to logically fit together. Okay. Take our photo. And we will turn this toy in. Airplane needs... We have everything the airplane needs. Oh, we can keep the can of varnish, too. That's nice. Let me look at... Was it this one? Something else required. I thought some stuff that we haven't bought yet. You need a sponge and detergent, which is fine. This is a new one. Oh, screwdriver size 2? Did we buy a screwdriver size 2? And it had like 10 uses? Oh, it's a Phillips screwdriver. Okay, that's why. Let's go ahead and do this one then. Just because it's different. Has some new stuff. Yep. Phillips style screwdriver, size 2. We'll just get the cheapo. And then paint materials. Green spray. And orange spray. Clear that. Back to our projects. And accept. So you can see how we spent a bunch of money on those tables initially, but now we're starting to make money again. Oh, we entered level 2 also. That's nice. All right, let's see about taking this apart. There you go. Oh. Oh, okay, screwdrivers. Take the wheels off. Yeah, it's a little bit finicky on the three-dimensional movement thing, but it's fine. Take off the axle. Okay, that's just a remove. And I think I have to remove the farmer's hat too, maybe? Maybe not. Okay, send that to the sanding table. Just clean those up, sanding that, and this needs more work done, as I thought. Yep. Removing the hat. There we go. Now we can send this to the cleaning table, and this to the cleaning table. Out we go, into the cleaning table. Clean the wheel, send that over to the painting table. Lots of parts need to go to the paint varnish table this time. 7 of them. You can see the number here popping up as you add each one to that table. Dirty, dirty toy. In this case, I get that the varnish only, or the cleaning, the detergent only has one use. But because you're cleaning like 5 different things or whatever. But it's also kind of weird. But it's fine. I mean, it's not a big deal. Okay, we'll clean up the wagon. Send that over to the varnish table as well. And then clean up the crate in the back of the wagon. And that can go over to the paint varnish table. Okay, nothing to ultrasonically clean. We have a item needs printed, but we need to varnish it first. So let's come in here. And we will paint this orange. Great. Work table. The other wagon wheel. And the axle. The farmer is green. And that goes to the decal, or the printer. The farmer's hat is orange. That goes to the work table. And then we varnish the wagon. And we varnish the crate. Awesome. Okay, now we just need to go over here to the printer and print some decals. Ah, I printed him a shirt. And his shirt has a pocket in the back, too. I can't turn it around, but also the face is funny. We'll look at it at the work table. Oh, I thought there was 2 there to print there. I guess not. If we can see it. I don't think we can. Let's see. Attach the wheels to the axle. Attach the axle to the wagon. Attach the hat to the farmer. Attach the farmer to the wagon. You can see the shirt has a pocket on the back and on the front. That's funny. There we go. I love the emoji face too, by the way. That's hilarious. That's a bit of an improvement. Proceed. Pocket in the front and pocket in the back. Yeah. All right. Back to the laptop. Let's turn this project in. And let's actually wrap this episode up here. We're well into level 2. I think what I'm going to do is off camera, I'll jump us up to level 3 so that we can take a look at some of the apprentice toys as well. Some of these are very simple, so we've already seen all the steps. So I'm just going to do 1 or 2 more toys to get us to level 3, and then we can take a look at some of the harder toys. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.